back and let's unwind. And we can take a bottle of some wine. Ooh. So are you down to rock with me? Cause girl, you fly just like my G. And I need to know, I need to know. Are you really down for anything? 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 So fine, I really wanna make you mine.
That's killed it.
You made the decision to play Thiago. Klopp doesn't change the system since Lubac left. You don't want to change from the 4-3. What's going on, people? We are back again on the Jerry James Show for another tactics board. Liverpool managed to, I don't want to say scrape through. I don't want to use that word. Powered through, survived the scare. I don't know. Throw some terms out at me. I'm going to pick the best term, and actually that's what I'm going to rename the title as. So, yeah, we need to. Obviously, I'm going to change the title because I don't know how to describe that game, man. I really don't know how to describe that game. It was something that, you know, if we're being honest, no one really expected. Everyone thought it would be an easy game. I told people it might get a bit tricky. I told people where Fulham would obviously try to target us in the preview. And what did I say? I said the wings. Bobby they could overread on that side, Willian on the other side. We're always going to go and cause us problems. We're definitely going to obviously get into the nooks and crannies of the game. And look, at the end of the day, Liverpool obviously used their bench, used their depth, and walk out 2-1 winners after obviously trailing in that first obviously half. We're going to get into it, man. But before I do, guys, as always, make sure you are smashing a like. Anytime you see me in this gold little box, smash the like, people. Smash the like for me. Smash the like for you. Smash the like for Liverpool. Smash the like. And if you're new to the channel, please make sure that you're subscribing as well. It does help the channel grow if you subscribe, like, comment. Helps the algorithm. But you guys know that already. You guys are OGs. I don't have to ask you. I mean, there's 20 people in the building. Smash the likes. Let's get us to 20 likes. 21 likes because I've liked the video. So 21 likes straight off the bat. Let's get straight into it. We've got Stephen Truth Seeker saying, Nunes, are you okay? Going on to say, I don't understand this cult-like fandom for Nunes. He misses another sitter, and yet fans have him up for man of the match. We're going to get into it. We've got Tony Montana saying Liverpool versus Middlesbrough final. I need that. Listen, if you are any sort of... What's going on here? If you're sorry, I thought someone was messaging me in regards to Liverpool. If you're any sort of fan, you do want that fixture. That's easily the easier fixture. That's the easier fixture. It would probably mean a bit more, and it would be difficult if we could get one over on Chelsea. It means that we should beat Chelsea on the way to a Carabao Cup. But hey, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? You can't pick who you go and face, and if you can face Middlesbrough after them beating Chelsea as they did the other day in the first leg, I mean, then sure, I definitely agree with it. We've got Dan J in here saying, here's that song, JJ, my brother, be in a minute, man. Big up to yourself. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. We've got Honestly saying, assist. Darwin Nunes has 10 assists for Liverpool this season, which is more than any other LFC player this season. And after the match, Klopp said Darwin did everything well, unlucky not to score. Unlucky not to score, or you're just not a goal scorer. I mean, how long can you be unlucky for? That's the way I kind of look at life. How long can you be unlucky for until you've got to look at yourself? But hey, once you say mentality, like Gakpo said, I might have to change it to mentality. Maybe that's what I call it. Big up to Alexander. They lost in the building. We got Dan J obviously also saying Nunes was unlucky yesterday. He actually changed the game, and I presently don't rate him like that. We've got Lucky saying 2-footed tackle on that like the button. Big up to yourself, man. I hope you give me that Bobby Firmino celebration on that that fly kick, that roundhouse kick. We've got Keep It Level in the building as well. And guys, say hello to yourselves as well. There we go. I like Keep It Level saying big up JJ in the chat because obviously we're talking to you guys as well. But let's get straight into it, man. Liverpool got into this game, you know, started off relatively well on the front foot as we usually do. 20 minutes into it or so, and we concede. And it's been a theme this season, if we're being honest. It's been a theme when we go and look at, you know, Liverpool, you know, playing games. The stat that everyone wants to reel off and kind of talk about is, hey, you know, Liverpool scoring the most goals after the 70th minute or so. I mean, really, really good in terms of that stat. If we're being deadly honest, we concede very, very, very often. And it was a game that did it worried me a bit, especially considering, you know, we had a lot of injury concerns. Kelleher wasn't starting obviously, Kelleher was starting in goal. We had Alisson on the bench. Of course, we had Trent out as well. We discussed how big of a miss would Trent be. I think we saw it, do you know what I mean, in regards to creativity in the game in that first half, in the second half as well, until we actually made the attacking changes that came on. We lacked a lot of creativity, in my opinion. Looking around the team, no one could really provide that impetus. Obviously, massive blunder from Virgil van Dijk, who's been really, really good this season, but has had the odd game where he's been quite poor. And I've got something to say about Virgil van Dijk. I think, I know I'm not going off topic, but I know I'm diverting from what we're discussing, the general game. I think he's a player that needs to play consistently. You know, he needs to play week in, week out. I think that's when you get the best of him. If he was a player that would had to rotate, he's not like a Matic that can just get dropped in on a day-to-day and just perform. You know, there's certain players that could come in, drop in whenever, and they just perform because they acclimatize much quicker. Virgil van Dijk isn't like that. He needs game time. And heck, he might have even been still recovering from the illness that he had. But that was a blunder, that header, and then after that, do you know what I mean, the aura defending, as we like to talk about it. And look, I don't want to talk too much about it. You know, people got Cundy calling him overrated and just chatting a lot of nonsense, to be fair, without any context. But look, for me, that was a blunder, and he just needs to play a lot of games. But look, we tried to recover well. We had a foothold in the game, of course. Look, Fulham had a few chances to obviously score. We have obviously Bobby De Cordova-Reid getting in behind on that right-hand side, in behind Gomez, and, you know, should have squared the ball into Pereira that was making a run off the shoulder of Konate. He doesn't do that. He takes a shot, and that was a poor decision from him. And I think Fulham, you know, at the end of the game will probably be happy that, you know, it's a 2-1 result, because, you know, as Liverpool turned it on in that second half, it could have been 3-1, it could have been 4-1 had Nunes put some of his chances away, definitely. And they would have been happy that the tie is still within reach. Do you know what I mean? They haven't sacked off the second leg by, you know, giving them too much of a mountain to climb. You know, it's still in the balance, although we do have that advantage. And we have to remember they went away to Anfield. To win at Anfield is very, very difficult. So this was obviously a respectable result for Fulham, considering they can go back to Craven Cottage and still try and do some damage to Liverpool's Carabao Cup hopes. So listen, 100% get out. I need to see what you guys are saying anyway. We've got Alexander Delos saying top in every cup, and Rivals asking if it's sustainable. I mean, look, we are top in every cup, but I think it's fair to ask if it's sustainable, because you can't be top in, like, winning quadruples. It's never been done in English football. Do you know what I mean? The treble, which Man City did, they cannot replicate yet again. It's been done twice with United and City. So to ask, is it sustainable in every competition? I think it's fair to ask. I think it's very, very fair to ask. And I think as Liverpool fans, we need to ask ourselves, is this sustainable? I think the club should be asking themselves, is this sustainable? Is there anything that we can do to future-proof the success in all competitions? And I don't know whether that's as easy as, as said, but it's something that we definitely need to discuss. We've got Keep It Level saying 18 GA for Nunes this season. Angel 68 saying Gakpo scored in every round, but the fans chant Nunes after Gakpo scores. It's bizarre. We've got Dan J saying, hey, Bradley balled out. Exactly. Another one that, when we talk about the game, a massive, obviously, worry for us was Trent in that, obviously, right back position. What would happen with Bradley? And look, Bradley performed really, really well. Showed that he can definitely be a part of this squad. I think we need to obviously still see more of him and see what level he's at. I know it was a good performance from him. And, had we been in a situation in 16, 17, 18, where, Klein was really a very injury prone, wasn't really getting in the side, and Trent emerged, it would have been very interesting to go and see, had it been Bradley, what type of player Bradley could develop into, purely because of the fact he would have got a lot of game time and there wasn't this pressure of Liverpool having to obviously win every single game and, us competing on all fronts for Champions League, for Premier Leagues. We're still a developing squad. Bradley's coming into a team that's winning, and it's so much more difficult to go and do that, to get those games. Look at Lavia as an example. Lavia was able to go and play for a team, that didn't necessarily play for anything. If we're being honest, that played for relegation. Yet he knew he was going to play every single week, and we saw his development in that season. We've seen how it's obviously stalled now at Chelsea. Bradley, unfortunately, he's got obviously Trent in front of him, and he's got Gomez when Tsimikas and Robertson are fit. So it's going to be difficult for him to break into that position. But heck, if he can have a couple more games in that position, if we don't know how long Trent's going to be out for, we don't know what Bradley could become. And look, it was a good game for him, 100%. Honestly saying, if Ali made that save Leno made, we would all big up Ali. But when a goalie made the same saves for Nunes, it's Darwin is crap. Maybe the keepers are smart too quick to close Darwin down, close the space for him to shoot. I hear you. K-Max saying Jones, Gomez, how good are they this season? 8 out of 10 every game for me. I definitely see it. We've got Lucky Six saying we conceded a goal to make games lively. The cop loves a comeback. Imagine we actually did that. We've got Angel 68 saying Paina, Reed, and Pereira are very aggressive and fast. They made it difficult, and early second half we overcommitted and gave them opportunities. Alexander Delos saying Elliot right wing doesn't have too much of a threat, potentially. Keep It Level saying Pereira is a P of a player. In my opinion, I don't like his play acting. Yeah, I hear you. Honestly saying, well, JJ, we've been like this since the end part of last season. And did you know we only lost 3 games since Klopp became manager? VVD only. That's a lie. That's a lie. Liverpool have only lost 3 games since Klopp became manager. I can name you 4 easily. We lost against the Spurs game. We lost in the Europa League semi-final. We lost in the Champions League final twice, because we lost in the Champions League final twice. That's 4. Yeah, man. Keep It Level saying I was expecting Bradley to be cooked for their goal. Maybe if we lost the fans, we would have had a different opinion of Bradley then. If we had lost, the fans would have a different opinion of Bradley. Maybe so. Double A saying JJ late to the live. Big up to yourself, Double A. Make sure you're smashing the like. Saying Nunes changed the game. GTV cusses him every live, but look at his stats. Most assists in the squad, more than Salah and Trent. Most goals off the bench. Just needs composure. We've got K-Max saying Fulham played very well, and this team got a draw at Arsenal. And we had 5 big players missing. We did very well last night. Honestly saying, sorry, I forgot to say at Anfield and in the Prem. Okay, that's fair. I agree with that. I know Virgil van Dijk has won. And John saying Pereira is a good player regardless of antics. Facts, I think he's just a good player. Guys, make sure we're smashing the like, please. It does help the channel, as we know already. Let's get into it. 2 seconds. 2 seconds, people, just getting the stats up. There we go. So let's get into it before we get into the player ratings, guys. Guys, make sure you are smashing the like as well. Any new entrants, you know what to do. Get your ticket to entry, man. Smash the like. I mean, we're en route to 10 million subscribers. So you've got to smash the like, man. I mean, that 1 subscriber might be the difference of us getting 10 million or 9 million. So smash the like. As we guys can see here, obviously, these are the stats for the game. As we know, we obviously came out victors 2-1. As we said, we did dominate the game in terms of possession. We have obviously almost 70% possession to Fulham's 33. Look, 21 shots to their 6, 7 on target to their 4. Again, just proving that we're not as clinical as we could be. You know, if we're being honest, we should be getting near enough, what, 18, 19, let's just be just a bit more realistic. 15 shots on target for me out of 21 shots. If we compare it to, you know, Fulham having 6 shots and having 4 on target, much, much more effective. Obviously, we had 6 shots off target. They had none off target because some of them were blocked and whatnot. Obviously, we had 8 blocked. We blocked 8. We also had 8 blocked shots. They had 2 blocked shots. We had 8 corner kicks to their 2. Both had 1 offside, so played the offside track relatively well. Of course, we played a high line and we played the offside track really well, I've got to say. 10 fouls each, 2 yellow cards for Fulham, 1 to us. We had 10 free kicks to their 9. We had 24 throw-ins to their 19. They had 10 goal kicks. And this is really interesting. Obviously, they had a chance where they scored, but we had obviously, that wasn't necessarily a big chance. That was a blunder from Virgil van Dijk. And when you kind of break down the game, you start to look at it and be like, actually, do you know what I mean? Look, they could have done better. It was a big chance had they had. It would have been a big chance had they Cordova Reid squared the ball to Pereira. That would have been a big chance had Pereira got on the end of it. I think he would have. I don't think Konate was getting him, but he didn't do that. He just shot straight at the keeper. So does that classify as a big chance? I'm not sure. I think that's where the one counter attack comes through on that right hand side. Liverpool obviously had 2 big chances, 1 big chance missed. That's obviously the Nunes miss, which he saved in the second half. We're seeing here 0 counter attacks for Liverpool. Again, this is where we struggle. Where Liverpool can't counter attack and can't transition, can't gegenpress, the counter attack Klopp loves. If we can counter attack you, we're the best team in transition. Fulham didn't allow us to go and do that. Hence, it was a tight game. And I've got to be honest, Fulham got their game plan spot on. We've got to be honest about that. 8 shots inside the box for Liverpool. So, you know, we're better now. I think as a team, we're getting better at creating chances inside the box as opposed to everything be on the outside and trying to whip balls in and spam balls in as we used to do last season, as an example. 5 shots inside the box for Fulham. We had 13 shots outside of the box again, so shooting more from outside of the box, which is obviously a change in what Klopp wanted before. As we knew, Klopp was very adamant on not shooting outside of the box because of giving away possession. We're now a team that have the ability to shoot from outside the box. A couple really, really good hard finishes about 10 yards out, 13 yards out from Nunes as well, where he's lit the shot. It's just a good save from Leno. You know what I mean? It was just whistled past the post. 3 goalkeeper saves for Kelleher, 5 for Leno. Look, if it had been a draw, I probably would have given man of the match to Leno. I think it was fantastic in that second half. Look, we had 646 passes to their 320, just emphasizing that dominance again. More passes and a better accuracy of passes. 65% of our long balls were accurate. 8% of our crosses were accurate. So obviously 22% of Fulham's crosses were accurate. And this is again where we miss Trent, where we miss Robbo. They were 2 players that naturally cross balls. I mean, that's their game. And when we don't have them, I know, Bradley put in a lovely ball for Nunes, the one that was 5 yards out, and obviously Leno saved. If we're being honest, if that's Trent, he probably plays a different pass there, maybe crosses it back post. So obviously that percentage is down, but a good percentage obviously for crosses for Fulham there. Going in depth now here, we're looking at dribbles, guys, and when I'm talking about dribbles is something, you know, like it's a bit 50-50, and I think as a result, I think we lost possession a lot of times. We lost possession 158 times, so a lot of our issues stem from us losing the ball, and I think they've done to us what we like to do to teams. They won 59 duels to our 48, so we're much more aggressive. Aerial duels is very similar. They had 30 more tackles. They had 15 more tackles than us on 30. 9 interceptions to our 5s, and we obviously had 36 clearances to the 10. So straight away, guys, we're looking obviously at a team that on paper dominated, yet I don't know about you guys, it never felt like that. Now, look, watching the game, it's wrong to say I thought that there was a point in me that thought, you know what, this might be a game too much. Like, the injuries might have just taken their toll now. You know, Verge coming back from an illness, how fit would he be? Trent not being in the team, Tsimikas not being in the team, Szoboszlai not being in the team, Salah being out, Endo being out meant that our squad depth was really being affected. We couldn't rotate the defenders as I would have liked, because Konate obviously started that game. Kwanzaa didn't. Matip is not available. Tsimikas isn't available either. So we've got Gomez playing at left back. And I just thought, you know what? We might lose this game. It just might be a game too much. Not to say we'd lose the tie, but I did think it would be a game too much when watching that game. However, we were able to go and turn it around. And I think the way we were able to go and turn it around was through a couple of things, man. So if we go and, you know, 2 seconds, if I just go here, let me just zoom out so you guys can see this. There we go. So hopefully you guys can see this here. So as we guys can see on the just here, we can see here, obviously we lined up on paper as a 4-3-3. As I told you guys, a 4-2-3-1 for Fulham, knowing Timothy Castagne would be starting, Bobby De Cordova-Reid and Willian on either side. We've got Andres Pereira in the 10, Raul Jimenez in the 9, Joao Pina, Harrison Weed, the 2 double pivots with Anthony Robinson at left back, Issa Diop and Tosin Adarabioyo. Really, really, really obviously good performance from them. And then I think when we go and have a look at, you know, the players' average positions, this is what gets really, really interesting. I just want to be able to zoom in there. 2 seconds, guys. Let me just zoom in. Two seconds. Oh, this guy, this is so annoying. Anyway, here. So when we go and look at the average positions, you know, this is where it looks really, really, really kind of interesting. Usually, I think we can see here, we'd have Trent inverting. What we saw was obviously Gomez more so inverting because he's right-footed, so he's going to naturally kind of invert inside from that left-back position. Not too much because he still understands his role. But we've got Bradley really, really being obviously the widest player in our team in terms of positioning. So really holding our width, playing more like a stereotypical right-back. And I think looking at the game, that's where we struggled. And it's not to say Bradley struggled individually, but the team are acclimatized to having a player coming inside and coming in field and creating overloads. Now, when you remove that, so when Bradley now, that would be in the position kind of in between number 5 and number 38, which is Gravenberch. So Konate and Gravenberch might be in that position with Konate potentially a bit wider, or, you know, Elliott a bit wider, or Gravenberch a bit wider, whoever that may be. It meant that there was, for me, a disconnect in midfield. I think a couple of times we didn't use the overloads a lot, and I think we relied on 1-2s to get on the byline. I think Bradley played really well and played his game, and I think that was important for him to do that, to play his game, not to necessarily go and play the game of Trent. But what we've seen in games, you know, where we've missed Trent before with the injury earlier on in the season, is that when Gomez played at right back, although people didn't like him inverting, it meant that we had some sort of continuity in the midfield. So continuity in creating overloads, continuity in kind of picking up positions where players are accustomed to another player being. So if Konate gets the ball, he knows Trent's in a certain position, so he could just pop it off to him and get it back, and you're comfortable with knowing what your other players are going to be doing. Bradley plays a different way, and I think that just meant that it wasn't the ideal situation for the whole team as a whole. On top of that, obviously, you've got Salah that's not playing, so you've got Elliott playing in the right wing position, which for Liverpool, I wouldn't say it's a new position for him, but it's a position he doesn't necessarily play in all the time. Usually he's used as an 8 in that Grav position that he played last night. And Gravenberch, obviously playing on the right-hand side, played there maybe like a couple of times for Liverpool, but nothing. I mean, usually he's used on the left, so that's obviously something different for him. We can see here, obviously, Jones, and you can see the connection, obviously, on that left-hand side with Diaz, Jones, and Gomez, obviously playing a lot of games with each other now. It may be into the 10s, 15 games, you know what I mean, where they've played together. You can see that connection much, much better. And usually we see the connection between, obviously, the right-hand side being more dominant, which what you can see here easily is Joe Gomez, Curtis Jones, who had a fantastic game alongside Gomez as well, Diaz coming together and able to go and link up. Now, Jota obviously obviously played very, very central. McAllister played actually quite high in terms of a DM, so he did have a lot of possession. Had a couple of good recoveries. If I'm going to be honest, people know I'm not a fan, but it was really, really good to see. If we go and obviously click on substitutions, this is the difference that we went and saw when obviously reverting to the when obviously we changed to it looked like a 4-2-4. Now obviously show how we transitioned, but our average positions here meant that, you know, we had Diaz, we had Jota, but we had Nunes now that, you know, played in an advanced position. So, you know, when Elliott and Gravenberch, I wouldn't say they got in each other's way, but Elliott's inclined to cut in, but cutting far earlier than a Salah would. Salah will still kind of hold his width because he's a natural winger. You can see as soon as we change those players, and those obviously Gakpo comes in and Nunes comes in, Nunes stretches the pitch, and I think it gave Fulham something different to think about because he could occupy the two defenders. And Gakpo, as a result, had more space to go and link up with a Jota, who was obviously number 20, as you guys can see here. Less space, obviously with 19 and 38 quite close to each other. You change that round, you've got 18 and 9 that are much, much more separated. And you may look at that and be like, oh, okay, they can't link up as well, which is probably fair. What you've got now is if you've got a player that's stretching the pitch now, which is creating space for the likes of Gakpo to run into, Jota to run into, Diaz to run into, Jones to run into, even McAllister to pick up, even Bradley. Now, Bradley's got a clear path to overlap in that position. So, obviously, really, really good to see. When we go and have a look at Fulham, you know, Fulham a lot of the time, I did think would obviously go and play with a 5 at the back. They didn't. They actually still played a 4, but had Decordova-Reid come in field, which I think was really, really obviously interesting to go and see. Bobby Decordova-Reid being number 14 here. I thought he'd drop in and become a 5, but he didn't. I think they were really, really aggressive. I think the likes of Painha, that was obviously the deepest midfielder, Reid, and obviously were very, very aggressive. And Pereira obviously was able to go and support Jimenez really, really well. As you can see, he was playing like a second striker. You've got Willian that tucks in, hasn't got the pace that he did before for long distances, but tucks in and it almost looks like a kind of triangle, like diamond. So it was really interesting to go and see what happened. And obviously when Kearney came on and Lujic as well, it obviously just changed up as well. So we started to obviously isolate players. They started to stretch their players. And as the game stretched, they needed someone to stretch their team. I think that's where you don't want to go and play Liverpool, because you can see the gaps start appearing in front of Painha, in the midfield, in and around Robinson, in and around Castagna as well. And it did cause a lot of problems. You compare that to Liverpool, we're much, much, much tighter, even though we've only got 2 at the back, obviously, that held their position in terms of Virgil van Dijk and Konate as well. So that's really, really interesting to see. Obviously, need to get to see what you guys are saying now. I'm going to get into that 2 seconds. Guys, make sure we are smashing the like. Big up to Psychedelic saying Fulham wanted to roll around on the floor, diving, wasting time and wasting clear chances. They could have easily won that game, and what a shame they failed. Big up to Will Dead. Hope you're doing well. We've got Stephen Truthseeker saying Jason Cundy is a scruffy little. I hear you. Tony Montana saying Crystal Palace 15-16, Man United 15-16, Crystal Palace 16-17, Swansea 16-17, Burnley. All of these were home league losses. Okay, interesting. Dr. Blick saying, how does Nunes have 18 goals? Oh, goals and assists make sense. It's interesting. K-Mac saying, Marco Silva's team have scored 6 goals in 5 games at Anfield. They always turn up. He's lost 5 out of 5. We work them out all the time. That's fair. I mean, the stats don't lie in that regard. Lucky% saying, Lucky6 anyway, saying, I missed the Endo winning headers. I hear you. We've got Angel at 68 saying every team time waste and break up the game when winning, especially when they are under pressure. And this is winning football. We've got Double A saying not just his goals and assists. Nunes has the most assists in the squad. That has Trent and Salah. He also has the most goals in all competitions coming off the bench from any player in the league. Maybe that's his position. Maybe he needs to be our Chicharito. Maybe that's his role. We've got Keeper Level saying, what did Sleepy G say on... What year did Sleepy G slip on that banana skin versus Chelsea? Yeah, 10 seconds answer, go. You're saying Sleepy G, but you look at your Liverpool fan, Keeper Level. Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense. K-Mac saying, how did SofaScore give Keller a 7? He was dogs again. Listen, we'll have to chat about it. We've got Honestly saying, Ryan will come good with time. What's annoying me is how people call him a flop immediately. Some players take time to settle, and when he does, people will treat him like they do Curtis Jones now. I mean, Curtis Jones had a mad agenda on him as well. We've got questions from a lot of you guys. We've got Angel CC saying, look, is it me or our players constantly slipping over lately at Anfield? By the way, that was a penalty when Robinson handballed the ball. Yeah. I mean, listen, if there was VAR, it probably would have been given as a penalty. Dan J saying, JJ, how you feel about Gakpo? There's a lot of mixed feelings in the jury nowadays. I'll talk to you about Gakpo later on when we get into the player ratings. And yeah, cool. So what I'm going to obviously go and do now is straight off the bat, get into the lineups. We'll get into obviously, we'll get into what we feel, you know, Liverpool deserve. And you guys are going to have to work for me. So guys, make sure you're smashing a like. I'm actually going to go and this is going to be your ratings. So you're going to be able to go and obviously rate them. I'll obviously talk it through slightly. But still, this is going to be your rating. Cool. Kelleher. And I've got to say as well, I was actually, apart from Kelleher playing, I was actually on spot on with my team. Or did I play Kwanzaa? I think I played Kwanzaa, isn't it? But I was spot on with my team. Spot on with my team yesterday. Diaz, and I told you Klopp's not going to play Diaz on the right for no reason, man. Not at all. Cool. So let's go rating. All right, guys, let's go. Let's start with the ratings, man. Let's start with Kelleher, guys. Let's start with Kelleher. So cool. Kelleher, man. For me, he's a player that I think is suffering from not playing games consecutively. I think he's a great player. I think he's got a lot of talent. I think he's a player that, you know, helped us win the Carabao Cup in years gone by, a couple of years ago. But staying at Liverpool for 2 more years, I think has really, really impacted him. I don't think he's going to develop as much. I think it's actually bad for his career. And I think Klopp has looked at that and kept him here for selfish reasons as opposed to developing him as a player. I mean, we could have sent him out on loan and tried to build him up there. He used to be a really, really good shot stopper. Okay, I mean, you're saying he's not. I remember a couple of times, a couple of seasons ago, he was really, really, really good, really, really good. But yeah, he's just not good. He's just not performing at a level. And you know, we used to be really confident with Kelleher coming in and playing. At this moment in time, we're not. And I don't know whether that's because he's being exposed more now, and you know, we're seeing Alisson's abilities heightened. But it does worry me considering he's a top. He was a top talent at one point. Like, let's be honest. In the summer, Tottenham were entertaining bringing in Kelleher to be their number one goalkeeper ahead of Vicario at one point. That was the discussions. That was what the rumors were saying. So really, really interested to obviously go and see. Well, I'm going to obviously go on what you guys are saying. We've got K-Max saying Mignolet 2.0. We've got a 5. Obviously, let the goal in as well. 5 for Angel. We've got 5 from KLFC. 5, 5.5, 6, 5. Who else? Yeah, 5, man. I think, yeah, you're right. KLFC saying, yeah, you're right, Jerry. We should have let him move on for his development. Honestly saying goalkeepers need to play constantly, or maybe the pressure of being Ali understudy. And it didn't get to him before. Like being Ali understudy, like it's an understudy. It's not Ali competition. So you know your position already. I think he needs competition. Yeah. I think a 5 is fair, man. 5. I didn't get troubled too much, but what you got asked to go and do just wasn't great, for being honest. 2 seconds, just spacing it out so we can see the rankings. Cool. Joe Gomez. What are we giving Joe Gomez, man? Had a decent shot again. I think Joe Gomez is on a mission to score. I think that's been his task from Klopp. That's been his task from Linders. You need to get a goal for Liverpool now. And I think when he gets a goal, it's going to be a screamer, you know. I think it's going to be like a Glenn Johnson type of one where he cuts in, just rasses it. Yeah. I think he's been fantastic this season. I think he's taken to the positions like a duck to water. He doesn't look phased on the left, on the right, at centre back. I think he could even play in the 6. Like I think that's the position. That's how well he's been playing. For me, it would have been an 8, and I think you guys would agree. We've got Dan J saying 8 for Joey. We've got 8 from K-Mac and 8 from Gomez. Keep it level, saying every time he gets the ball around the box, the crowd shout shoot now. Yeah, man. Honestly, Joe G saying redemption arc for Joe 7.5 or 8. Joey G's resurgence is a sight to behold. Facts, man. Like, listen, he divorced Mr. Mitoma. He ain't Mr. Mitoma anymore. He's not Mitoma Gomez. Do you know what I mean? He's not that biatch for Mitoma anymore. I'm still interested to go and see that battle, Mitoma versus Gomez. Can he go and redeem himself? But hey, KLFC saying, does Robbo come straight back into the team when he's 100%? Not for me. No, however, he gives us a bit more balance because he's left-footed. We've got Will Dead saying 6 for Gomez. Yeah, I think everyone's gone 8, 7.58. So I think it's going to be an 8. I think that dominates it. Virgil van Dijk. Some people calling him Virgil van Disney, you know. Cundy saying he's overrated. Let me know what you think about Cundy's takes. I don't think he was great in this game, purely because the goal came from him. And had something happen in that goal, or in regards to, had something just like, had we not won, we'd be looking at these scorelines a bit differently. I think a couple of times, he didn't win his headers. Probably give him a 6. We've got VVD 7.5, but you gave Gomez a 6. Will Dead, is that a bit of bias in there? Is that a bit of bias? I hope you're not, man. I hope you're not giving me bias. VVD 5, he looked rusty. I think so as well. I'd give him like a 5. 6.5 for VVD, 6 for Virgil from KLFC, 5 from Angel. Double A saying Cundy is something that is spelt close to his name. It was an off game, nothing more. We've got Keep It Level saying Jason Cunty, who's asked about what he thinks. He didn't have a great career. He did. Did he? Chelsea. I'm not going to say that. VVD 6. Apart from the mistake, a solid 7.5. But don't worry, that wasn't a yellow. If Pereira tries that on Sunday league pitch, they'll smack him around. But it's not a Sunday league pitch. For me, I don't know. I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 6. I think when I think about it, Bobby the Cordova Reed got in down that right-hand side as well. Yeah, I'd probably give him, I think a 6 is fair considering what you guys are saying. Ibu, man. Ibu Konate. What are we giving Ibu, man? Guys, make sure we're smashing the like as well. How many likes are we on? If you guys are violating the thing, we better be on 30 likes. All right, we're on 30 likes. Get us to 40 likes. Get us to 40 likes, please. Big up to yourselves. What we saying, man? What we saying about Konate? Another solid performance. Of course, not as influential as he was in the Arsenal game, but still good. So we can't give him a 9 or a 10. But he's a beast. You can't get past him. I'll give him a 7, 7.5. I think that's still really, really good. We'll keep it level saying 8, 7, 7, 7.5, 7.5. Konate is doing good. Yeah, I think 7.5 is fair. I think it's the average between what you guys are giving. Connor Bradley. What does Bradley get? Let me know what Bradley gets. Connor Bradley. What we saying? Good performance from Connor Bradley, I think. Really good performance. Showed us something different. I'm not going to rank him more because he was a kid, but I think he was really good. I'd probably give him like an 8.5. You might have got a 9 if you got an assist, which he didn't, but I think he was good. I think like an 8 for me. I think an 8 is fair. Keeper Level saying, for your information, I know he's Irish. I know. A Northern Irish, in fact. But I'm speaking like a Liverpool fan, like a Scouser, because that's what they'd call him. 7.5 for Bradley, 7.5. Yeah, I think that's fair, man. If had he got an assist, it might have been an 8. Bradley a 9, 7, 8. You sound like a wolf from Birkenhead. You never know. I might have family there, though, so I might be from Birkenhead. Big up to Anfield Road N saying, yo, big up JJ, just joined the stream. Your ratings are very different to Coppish ratings last night. What are Coppish ratings saying, though? What are Coppish ratings saying? Because I'm letting you guys rate, if I'm being honest. So you guys are rating. You're saying 8 for Bradley. We've got 8. We've got 8.5. We've got 8.5. 8, 7.5, 7.5, 9, 7, 7.5, 9, 9. It's gonna be an 8 then. It's gonna be an 8 on average. I gave a 7.5, but it's gonna have to be an 8 then. Curtis Jones. Look, I think look, if you want to go war for war, there's not a lot of teams that can keep up or that can bore with us, you know. So like, bring it on. Like, that's what I'll tell some people. Bring it on. Yeah, for me, player, man. Player. What did I tell you guys about Curtis Jones? Look at that touch he did. Got a goal, albeit it was deflected, but he's the one that got it done. He's the one that got it done. If you don't shoot, you don't score. A man's letting off his shots. That touch on the edge of the box, first time into space. What other one of our midfielders is doing that? Thiago? Who else? Let me know. Smash the like and let me know in the chat. Who else is doing that? I'm actually asking the question to you guys. Yes, Danjay. Who else? The swagger's unmatched. I hear it. Who else is doing that in our team? And when Matt, I've been trying to tell people he's a baller, man are trying to tell me no. Allow it, man. Man are disrespecting his talent because he's English. Allow it, man, or British. Allow it. I'd say 8 for Anfield Road End. We've got Curtis Jones 8, Curtis Jones 8, Curtis Jones 8, 9, 8.5, 9, 8, 9, 9.5. That bumps it up. We've got Costa Clapper saying 8. I see people criticize Jones for not playing long balls. This is crazy. CJ, this kid is one of our own. His ceiling is 100 million plus. Honestly saying, JJ, I said it, even Curtis Jones or Matt 10 will be our unsung hero at the moment. Curtis Jones or Smoke. Nah, dead Matt 10, man. Dead. Don't put Matt 10 and CJ in the same bracket for me. Don't. Keep it up, Curtis Jones. England spots yours. That's his target. Euros. We're speaking it into existence like we're in a church. Euros. Has anyone gone actually and seen? Actually, I need to say this. I need to get this for you guys. Oh my God! Have you guys seen Angel Gomez in church? The one that used to play for Man United. Please tell me you guys have seen it. Oh, there. I need to get it up for you guys. I need to get it up. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. Oh, hold on. Have I got it? There we go. It's 1 minute 48. You know what? I'm going to play it regardless, man. You guys need to see this. Man. You guys, oh my God. This is off topic. You guys, we need to just, there's always space to banter United if we can. Like, do you know what I mean? There always should be some space to banter United. I'm going to get the video up. Guys, make sure you're smashing the like. Oh my God, it's uploaded. Oh my God. So, hold on, who's seen it? I need to see, has anyone seen it? We've got Show It, Not Seen It. Talio, we've got Endman laughing. Listen, now we're getting it up, man. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Listen, certain man are saying this is what Curtis Jones done, do you know what I mean, before this back in the last season to go and get into the side. This is what they're saying, man.
Joe Gomez, I'm 16 years old. I play for Manchester United in England, and I'm going through a career breakthrough at the moment with a lot of injuries around my groin and hip and also my ankle. And I need man of God to help me with these injuries, please. Man of God, help me, please. Man of God, please help me. Man of God, please help me. Man of God, please help me. My groin and hip, my ankle ligament, my groin and hip. I have problems with my groin and hip. Man of God, please help me.
We just heard right now from a professional footballer who's here today. He's playing for Manchester United and the Youth Academy, and he's come because he's having severe injuries in his groin, hip, and ankle.
This is what
Naby
should have done.
The face of God. So that was the young man that we just heard from right now, and by the grace of God, he's going to receive prayer.
Vemos cómo puede caminar ahora. Antes no podía, gracias al toque del profeta.
Ay, da. I smashed the like, man. United are in the mud. That's what they're doing with their academy players. Show me the money. We got Double A saying, I'm laughing already and I ain't seen it. Not seen. You guys have seen it now, though. We got Gary Richards laughing. We got KFC laughing. We got Dan J. Man of God, please help me. That's Curtis Jones. Man of God, Euros. Man of God, Euros. Listen. We got Stephen Truseeker saying, but we have our new Gerald, so we don't need Jones, do we? Oh, yeah, that's Sobosla, isn't it? How are you asking for help from God when you play for the Shaitan? They don't add up. Listen. We're not going to talk about that, but that was hilarious, man. That was hilarious. But yeah, Curtis, to go back to what I'm saying, Curtis Jones, man, top, obviously, performer. You guys, it's like there's 9s and 8s. So I think 8.5 is fair. Top performer. Look, got the deflected goal, but got us that equaliser. That was obviously a big goal. And then obviously we scored 3 minutes later, so it was a 3-minute turnaround in which we're able to go and obviously just dominate, which was obviously good. Obviously the subs were really good. I think what Klopp did was good in general. McAllister, what we're going to give McAllister, man? You guys give it to him. I'm tired of talking about him, man. Anfield Road End saying, on the real though, JJ Curtis needs to rep Nigeria. Listen, if you rep Nigeria, it'd be their best player. Like, imagine, like, to be fair, Nigeria would finish him, man. The FA would finish him. K-Mac saying 6 for Mac. I hear it. I'm not a fan of Mac, man. I think I don't know, man. I just don't know what he is for Liverpool. We've got 7 Will Dead, 6.5 for Mac. We've got 2 6s, 6.5. Played well in the second half. Yeah, he played decent in the second half. He won the ball back quite well. Matt's got crap set pieces, which is mad. That's what I thought we were getting. 6, I'd say. Who else? We got 6 as well from Dan J. I think a 6 is fair then, man. I think a 6 is fair. Not a fan of him in the 6 as a player. As a player, man, I don't really like what I see. I mean, he scored a ridiculous goal. I think, look, the profile of him is good, but I don't know how it fits at Liverpool. I don't know how he impacts Liverpool in the way that I thought. I thought he'd be a better player than he would be, regardless of where he's playing. Max saying 6.5. He had a great tackle versus Paina, and in the second half got better because of the spaces. Yeah, like there was more space for him to get on the ball and had that great tackle, which I talked about. I think a 6 is fair. 6.3. Yeah, that's a 6 if you round it down, round it to the nearest digit. I was going to give him a 6, man. Mr. Gravenberg, man. Honestly, chat to me about your boy. Chat to me about your boy. Before we go on, honestly, I'm waiting for you to chat to me about him. We're not going to chat about him until honesty taps up what you think about Grav. We got Will Dead saying Mac is not a DM, but he is for us though. He is. Like Milner wasn't a left back, but he was a left back for that season, and we had to rate him as a left back. Double S saying JJ, he needs to be played as a 10. Yeah, but is he that type of 10? I like a Musiala type of number 10. I don't like that type of number 10. So it depends what you want from a 10. I like Paqueta. I don't think he's like Paqueta. I don't think he's like Kudus. Foden. I don't think he's that type of number 10. I think he's more of an 8 in my opinion. Angel 68 saying our set pieces were terrible yesterday. Facts. 6. We've got Double A saying JJ, Ryan Grav gets a 2, and that's being generous. Naby Keita 2.0, no work rate, slow, and offers nothing going forward or defensively. The Dutch statue. I told man about Grav, man. Man didn't want to hear it. KLFC saying Grav 2, keep it level saying 4, Stinky again 4.5. Oh my God, Gravy 5.5. Yeah, Will Dead, you're being too kind to put it kindly. KLFC saying 1 out of 10 duels in the first half. Eek. We've got Angel at 68 saying Grav 6. Double S saying JJ Grav gets a 2. You read that already. Didn't track back when he lost the ball. Grav was toilet water. Grav slipped more times than he did dribble. I don't know what's going on with him. Lazy player. He is a player. I don't understand why we signed him. He's so trash. 5. We got Ryan, my G, Slick Rick, Black Dutch Brothers Unite. Love my G, but a 4.5, maybe a 5. He will come good, but for now, let him play with the youth team. Give Clark a chance, maybe. No, hold on. You're saying a 5, but he needs to be given he needs to let him play with the youth team. Sorry, that's automatically a 2. Automatically is a 2. Youth team. And you're his Dutch brother. Yeah, we're going to have to give him, we're going to have to consider what ranking we give him. Man said 5, but chuck him with the youth team and give Clark a chance. Yeah, he's dead. He's poor then. I'm not going to give my opinion on it, but came out saying Grav is a unit 6'4", never wins his headers and can't tackle or run. He can run, but that's not his game again. Kratos saying, if Nigeria was serious, Curtis Jones would be leading that midfield. At this point, our football federation is a mess. Yeah, they would, but then they'll kill Curtis Jones. They'll ask him, because he's not fully Nigerian, they'll ask him to pay money, man, to be part of the team. I know how them things work, man. Trust me. Keeper that was saying Kemak was right when he said he's like Pogba. 6. Grav needs a proper preseason games. Easy up on the lad. That's true. Stephen Fusika saying, I don't like my numbers rounded. Unfortunately, that's what happens, man. How are you guys giving Grav a 5 or 6? Mad. Man said for him in the youth team. Keeper was saying, you're right about K-Mac's assessment of Grav. He's bloody awful. Oof. When Frank comes in and says a player's awful, we've all got to take note. 6 point. Grav is at 6'4" and has the strength of my nan. Honestly saying, yeah, so he can build up fitness and get up to speed, because for me, he just needs minutes and to learn the system better. Let's see him in a proper preseason. Yeah, but we signed him as a first-team player. When you're succumbing into the academy, that's mad. You know what? Just for that, I know you guys said 4. I'm going to give him a 3. I think he was pants, man. Is a 4 red? Yeah, you'll give him a 4. No, you know what? A 3. We'll give him a 3, man. 3.5. Poor, man. Pants. Diaz. What are we giving Diaz, man? Didn't get the goal. People said he was back to his best. No, in the last couple of games. Against Newcastle, against Arsenal, what are we saying? What are we saying, man? Honestly saying Lucho 5. So we're saying he was on par with Kelleher, yeah? 4, moving to the right wing. Diaz, 4. Double S saying Diaz was good, 7.5. So where are you guys standing, man? You guys need to have some sort of... Right now, this is the average, 6.5. That's going to be the average for the ratings you guys have given. Kratos saying, JJ, unfortunately, that is the sad truth with most of African football, where you need connection and money to keep your place. That's one department a proper government should be looking to investigate. Facts. But that's so far down their list of priorities, they're not going to do it. 5.5, 6.5, Lucho 6, 6.5, 7 was good but not brilliant. Diaz up and down like a roller coaster, 5. Diaz are below average, 5. All right, you guys said it, 5. 5.5, sorry. Some of you guys said 7, so it bumped it up. Diogo Jota. What are we giving Jota, man? What are we giving Jota? Jota the shutter. Jota the skeng man. Didn't get on the scoreline, but did decent in the second half, I think. What are we giving him? Like, nigga, what are we giving him? Jota was poor. 5. Honestly saying, my thing is, JJ, yes, Ryan hasn't been good, but the same for Fabinho. He was also dead at the start and became great players. Not every player will. No, they won't. But what I'm saying is, you never said put Fabinho with the kids, though. That's crazy. Jota was great, 7.5. 6 for Jota. Jota is an 8 every game on point. 7 involved constantly. We got Double A saying, no, you guys are gassing it. Jota was poor, overall 5 or 6. Jota was more involved than Elliott, 6.5. Come on, guys, let me know. Jota 8. Seven, poor, but his work on the Jones goals immense. Yeah, cool. 6.5 then, man. What are we giving to Elliott? Harvey Elliott. Come on, what's Harvey Elliott again? Let me know, guys. $5.5, 6. Guys, smash the likes as well, man. Smash the likes. Just get me. What are we on? What are we on? 50 likes? Is it 50 like settings? We're on 36 likes and we've got over 50 people in the building. Guys, from wherever you're watching, whether it's Twitch, X, Instagram, YouTube, smash the like, man. Smash the like. Smash it. Hit it. Gonna have to get the banner out and that. Disgusting. Oh, man. 7, Elliott, 5. We've got Angel at 68 saying Elliott was worse than Grav. Grav nearly scored. Elliott, 5. Creator saying Elliott's not a right winger. That's what he's changed into, innit? He ain't got the pace to play right wing for Liverpool. It's a similar situation we had with Carvalho, you know, last year, where you're not fast enough to play in right wing, but you're not strong enough. I think Elliott has just got a bit more energy than a Carvalho and works a bit harder. He's very enthusiastic. Elliott, a bit lost. 6, 5, 5, 5. All right, he's going to get a 5.5. He's going to get a 5.5 then. Cool. Now, we had 2 subs. Gravenberch came off. Elliott came off. And where are the other players? I'm going to have to add some more players. How do I add this? Sub. We had Elliott, who came off for Gakpo or Nunes. Let's do Nunes. And we had Gakpo come on here. I've done that already. Oh, well, it's not going to be there. No, we've done that. Cool. Number, rating, goals. We've got goals. Of course, I'm going to add the goals. We've got Curtis Jones with a goal. Gakpo, of course, got the goal. And that's why I want to rate them. So, how do I give them goals? I can't even give them a goal. All right, cool. We know I'm going to give it to Gakpo. It's going to look like Gravenberch got the goal, but he didn't get the goal. We know that. 2 seconds. Cool. Gravenberch got the goal. Gakpo got the goal. And now, chat to me, guys. So, what we saying? I'm going to start with Gakpo. What we saying for Gakpo, man? What we saying for Gakpo? That's what I want to talk about. Gakpo 8 for KLFC. Howard Jota at 6.5. Nunes 7. KLFC 7.5. We're going to do Gakpo first. We've got Gakas at 8.5. 7.5 for Gakpo. 7.5. 7.5. 1, 2, 3, 7.5. 4, 7.5s. It's going to be a 7.5, man, for Gakpo. Is that nice? 7.5, 8, 8. All right, no, I'm going to give him an 8 because he got the goal. We got the winning goal. We need to give him an 8. I think we're going to have to override you guys there. Yeah, Gakpo got an 8 for me. I think he's done really, really, really well. And who else? And what are we going to give Nunes, man? Gakpo and Darwin both 7. Danjay, Gakpo's clinical, man. He can be. Will Dead saying Gakpo can be world class, just needs to switch it up. 7.5. I think 7.5 is fair. Gakpo 8. Yeah, I think 8 is fair as well. Double A saying JJ, keep it a buck with Nunes. Change the game, 2 assists. He gets an 8.5. Would be a 9 had he scored. Do we count the Curtis Jones assist? I think you got the other assist for Gakpo. Look, let's be honest. Nunes definitely changed the game. Now, I'm going to be very, 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 very honest. I think he changed the game. I think his pace is very, very direct. I think he got an assist, which was a really, really good pass. I think he showed that he's got ability. I mean, definitely he's got ability. When we're looking at him, though, can he start for Liverpool? Is the issue the amount of money we paid for him and where we position him in terms of, you know, the team? That's the way I go and look at it. Nunes right now, for me, is in his Dirk Kuyt bag. I think he's like a Dirk Kuyt. He works hard, he does well, and he can impact the team. It may not be from goals, and I think we've just got to start looking at, you know, Nunes and just saying to ourselves, heck, he might not be that goal scorer that we wanted. Double A saying, judge him on this game. I'm judging him on this game. He definitely changed the game. He had a good couple shots. Everything was going through him. He got the assist. He made the right decision. And he got us, look, he got us that winning goal. And I think he's more of an impact player. And that's what I think it is. Nunes plays on the left wing now and move central is needed. Yeah, I like playing on the left wing. Angel 68 saying, football IQ in the mud, but instinct player. Well, yeah, when he plays on instinct, he's top. My guy, La Pantera, Darwin Nunes, 8. Only thing that pissed me off is when he lost the ball for no reason. And yes, I can criticize Darwin criticize Darwin also. He just put the ball blind in the box. Yeah, sometimes he does do that. I don't think he's the most intelligent player, but he can be effective. And what I mean by that is, you saw the assist, the running in behind. I saw he tried to go and go past a player. I think it was Castagna, and just couldn't go past him, and it looked poor. I'm not going to lie, but he needs to go and play on the left wing for me. I think if he can play on the left wing, he'll be definitely an impactful player. Reason why it worked as well for Liverpool is this is essentially what happened in the game. So if we change... All right. Change for Gakpo. And changes for Nunes. This is what happened. It went into a 4-2-4 more so. And when that happened, it meant that Jota was pulling in this direction. Nunes was able to go and make runs here. Do you know what I mean? You had Diaz making in runs or keeping whips. You had Bradley also making overlapping runs. We really, really went and pressed them. At times, it was honestly something like this in games, in the game, in that second half. You know, when we made those rotations, it was really, really congested, really, really high up. And this allowed a lot of space for Nunes to go and run into because the midfield was free, sorry. Midfield was completely free. So I'm looking at that and thinking, wow, okay, that tactical analysis from Klopp to go and recognize, actually, we're going to move Diaz to the right again. We're going to go and try to keep width, bring Nunes on, bring Gakpo on. 2 changes that worked really, really well. And him being impactful, making that as an attack, we can really attack. I mean, we've done the same thing against Bournemouth when we went to a 4-2-3. We went 10 men down. We've done it against Wolves as well. We really, really pressed them. When you go 4-2-4, it's really, really top. Came back here saying Nunes has pace to burn and he will run the channel. Salah, Diaz, Gakpo don't. That's very, very true. That's very, very, very true. Came back saying, did Gomez not play DM when Beck came on? Yeah, he moved into the 6 when Beck came on as well. Because but Beck came on for only not a long time. Anfield Roden saying, yes, spot on 4-2-4. Darwin from left wing, Jota centre forward, Diaz right wing. They can all interchange during games. Yeah, defo more impactful. 100%, man, 100%. So listen, top performance, man. Top performance. And look, we're through there. It wasn't the best performance, I think. Still, look, Nunes coming off the bench, I think we want him essentially to be that impactful from the start of games because that would be crucial. But for now, having him off the bench, especially when we've got this injury crisis, quote unquote, it's really, really good to have because it means that we've got impact off the bench. And I think if he starts bringing on Jota or bringing on just a Gakpo by himself may not always work. So I really want to keep him on the bench for us for now. Honestly saying JJ, he's a left winger, he's a left forward. Now he's just a left-sided player. You just need to stay away from play, run off the shoulder, be a bit more instinctive with what he wants to go and do, man. I think that's the way he's supposed to go and do it. Keep a little saying Diaz is supposed to run a channel. Not always. He also comes to feet, man. Also comes to feet. Big up to Triller as well in the building. Hope you're doing well. But look, there we go. We got a 2-1 result. And look, we can't complain too much, man. 2-1, really, really good, obviously, result. We're going, obviously, we've got the game in a couple of weeks' time. How will Liverpool go and cope with, obviously, fixtures, congestion, and that type of thing? Look, we've got a game on the weekend, so we've got to obviously prepare for that. But I've got to be honest, I'm happy with, obviously, how Liverpool are doing. I think Gakpo, he's starting to find some confidence in himself. However, he still doesn't know where he plays in terms of position. I think when he's coming off the bench and he's told that you just need to go and make an impact, he can go and do that. When he's starting games in the 8, as an example, it's not. I don't really like it too much because then he doesn't know what his role is himself. So that's obviously interesting to see. Of course, Bradley did really well. I'm interested to see how Beck fits in because I saw Beck obviously speaking with Klopp at length during the game as well. So look, really interested to see that. But look, big up to K-Mac. Appreciate it, man. Top analysis. Appreciate it a lot. We've got Double A saying, JJ, game is next weekend, not this one. Yeah, it's next weekend. I meant next weekend, guy. I meant next weekend, so big up to yourself. We've got Will Dead saying, JJ, your trophies prediction. Well, right now, it's interesting, man. We've got to discuss it because, you know, I made a prediction we're not winning any of the major trophies, and we look like we're in line to do that. So, boy, my prediction was wrong. It seems as though it's wrong. You know, I've got one more year. If we don't win this year, then my prediction was right. But look, it's a really interesting one. I think when we look at it, Liverpool are a team that are going for all competitions, but could still end up, you know, winning one, losing in the final of the two others, and coming second in the Premier League. And that still will be disappointing because we want to win as a Liverpool. So right now, I think we may have to look at Liverpool and later on down the line start to delegate what's more important. And I'm just speaking that just off the dome, off the top, as I'm thinking about as we're talking. Do we want to go for every competition and not win any, or narrow down our options further down the line when, you know, we've got a lot of fixture congestion and come out Europa League victors and Premier League winners and sack off the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup? I don't know. That's obviously something to obviously discuss. We've got Triller saying all or nothing. We've got Kemet saying FA Cup could be on loads. Could be on loads of big teams playing each other. It could be 4 out of 4, which is mad. If we did that, it would be crazy. It would be crazy. We've got Double A saying, no narrowing down. We go for everything. We got Frank Carlisle saying, I was late coming in, but what I saw, a very good show in chat. JJ, appreciate it, Frank, man. I really, really appreciate it. We got Costa saying, sack off FA Cup. Keep it level saying, geez, JJ, when Mbappe is here next season, you still think we won't win a major? If Mbappe's here, I scrap up my prediction. But look, Woodard saying, hell yeah, win them all, let's get new cabinets. Listen, if we can do that, it will be ridiculous. But we need to keep it level-headed. Do you know what I mean? Don't let the fans think that we're getting overexcited so they can come crashing down on us. Let's just keep it level-headed until we're in a more secure position. We're only in January, people. We're only in January. But look, thank you so much for everyone obviously tuning in. It's obviously been the tactics board. I'm actually starting to enjoy doing the tactics boards just by myself with you guys. I think we get to discuss it a bit more. It's a bit more in depth. Looking forward to obviously doing the pitch as well. I'm happy that the pitch has selected me and G to be part of their channel. Please head over there and subscribe to the channel. Not a lot of the subs there at the moment, but the content's going to be elite. Of course, we're going to be in the studio as well, guys. In the link in the description, guys, I'm going to go and put the link for my Just Giving page. As you guys know, let me see if I still got the image there, man. Just in case there's any newbies in the building. I should have it, or I don't. All right, but I would have to put it in later on. But guys, I'm running the marathon this year. So yes, it's 2024. It's marathon running season. I'm running the London Marathon, looking to go and do it in good time, man. Good time. I mean, 3 hours, hopefully. So going to be running at a fast pace. As people know, dodgy knees from football and stuff. So it's a massive mental challenge. But I need you guys' support. So please, I'm going to put the link in the description after the video. If you can, please donate. I'm raising money for the charity Mind, which is a men's mental health charity. So something close to my heart. So please make sure, obviously, you can help wherever you can. I don't really care about, super chats and all of that. I'd rather you guys obviously give to charity. That's much more kind of beneficial for everyone involved, man. I appreciate K-Max saying he's going to sponsor me and hit the likes on the way out. Appreciate it, man. We've got Saka saying big up JJ and the chat, another brilliant show. Big up to yourself. Dry Jan, big up to yourself. We've got Double A in the building as well. That's amazing, JJ. All the best from Iran. Appreciate it a lot, man. Appreciate Frank Carlisle as well. But look, guys, until next time, listen, there's going to be more content coming out. Of course, we've got a long break. We've got about 11 days. So not obviously this week, we've got the next game next week. So we've got a long break. Looking forward, obviously, to it. Big up to everyone in the building. Got some fun content and some funny content for you guys as well, man. So look, stay tuned. Keep your notifications on. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit the like button, as Frank's been saying, as Wilde's been saying in the chat as well. Until next time, it's been the J James Show, and we are boom, 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 out. Take care.